It was just incredible. And it was like waking up inside a novel. My greed gene kicked in. There was no paranoia there. I'm going, cha-ching.
2 kilos.
Thinking about, the money.
Tell me you still don't have that firepower in your pocket.
Well, yeah, I do.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking to myself, this is it, man. We're going to jail. And I'm going, okay, listen.
When I show them my papers and they're looking at me, just do something with it.
And I pull out my passport.
When I started this?
They both looked down at my paperwork. Start walking down the highway, limping. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to make this happen. I'm getting out of this town, and I'm going to save my leg. The adrenaline's kicking in again. I noticed the first group of people, and I'm looking over out the edge of my sunglasses, and every one of these people are turning and looking at me like this. That wasn't a good thing. There was room for doubt now in my plan. Right about that time, I hear this noise. I looked up and I saw that patrol car coming. I'm trying to keep the fear at bay in my mind. They passed me, and I heard the deceleration. The next sound was even worse. They had accelerated, and the car was spinning the tires. I heard him coming. These guys were excited. I was scared. I figured I was dead. I'm thinking to myself, God, I made it. I made it through. They're going to save my leg. And maybe they caught Steve, I'm thinking. And he confessed. And now we're all good. I couldn't believe it. There's 2 pissed off, angry-looking guys with bandages around their chests and stomach. I knew right away it was the 2 shot cops. I was like, God, I thought they were dead. 2 to the torso at close range. I didn't shoot them, but I sure as hell didn't help them. You leave somebody bleeding on the ground, you might as well be an accessory. I look over and see El Jefe standing over in one corner. And the one cop looks at me, and he just spits this big wad right at me. And I thought, I don't blame you, buddy.
She's pulling wads of cash out of her shirt. She took off her shoe and she had money inside of her boot.
Call the guy, Cindy. I have to do this. I'll call him right now. I'll be back.
I would say once I actually laid my eyes on that money, I was on my way to doing what I was eventually going to do.
We're all set.
And you're like, Mal, it's actually heroin.
Heroin.
You may as well have lit a fire under my chair.
Excuse me?
And I looked at Cindy and I said, is that what you did?
Just sit down, Leah.
I was furious for so many things. Among them was the fact that Cindy had already done it. She brought heroin into the country. It wasn't diamonds. I was shocked and scared and disappointed. He starts talking to me and telling me, look,
I'll double the money. Right here, right now, I'll give you twice as much.
$20,000. I kind of knew in my deepest, innermost self that I was going to do this, and I decided to take this chance to get myself out of the rut I was in and to help my parents and get into business school. Okay. The fact that it was heroin that I was agreeing to do it with pretty much changed it. I look up and I realize that the woman who's doing the searches can't see me. Okay, this is it. This is my moment. I'm going to make a break for it. I'm just going to go. I walk past one guard and he doesn't say anything to me. I'm going down the stairs like, okay, I'm down, I'm going. 6 more steps, I'm counting the steps until I'm at the bottom. I'm almost there. And I hear the curtain slide back.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I have not searched you yet. Please come back.
And my heart just froze. I was like, oh crap.
Dress up.
They razored open the tape around my legs and on my waist. And I was like, kind of relieved to have them off. And this really tough female comes waltzing in. She does the dab and tastes in her mouth. She says, yeah, that's heroin. I hear my flight's gonna leave. They were like closing the gate. I said, that's my flight.
I have to go. I can't be here anymore.
No. You're not going anywhere.
And my heart starts racing. I mean, the door is closing. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. My visa expires today. I can't be here anymore. She says, you don't need a visa to go to jail, young lady. And at that moment, I realized I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Hands put together.
I decided, okay, I'll do it and try and make some money. Lisa, my girlfriend at the time, was living in Cyprus, but she intended to come and see me at Christmas time. The extra money I had from this particular deal was probably going to help towards that goal. I foolishly said yes. It was as simple as that. I got in the car, and as they were driving me away, seeing my dad, it was the shame I felt with it all. I wasn't going off to university or anything, was I? Here I was, with 4 armed men at my door, taking him into my dad's house so they could search his house. Everything was overwhelming. I was facing 25 years in jail in my head at this time. You know, I'd been told they were going to hang me. And I look back and I just think, how could you have been so stupid? But I was. 1.5 years into my sentence, I found out she wasn't waiting for me. He's not leaving. And I guess that, I mean, of all the days in all of my life, that was probably the hardest day of my life, was to lose the only thing I had left. I lost the only thing I had.
It was real dirty, no running hot water or anything. It was just cold water and little room. The other thing that bothered us is we were promised $100 a day.
It's Peruvian, man.
The first day, they gave us maybe 100 soles, which is the equivalent to almost $30.
Oh, come on, man, that is bullshit. We were promised more money and a better hotel.
Yeah.
This is the way it is. This is the kind of hotel you're gonna be, and this is the money you're gonna get. There's been a change of plans. Tonight is your last night together. Tomorrow we're taking Kim to another hotel. Then we pack her and send her to Miami.
I started feeling like a cold chill or whatever running down my back. Originally, we were supposed to leave, you know, the same time together. And now we were told that, you know, it wasn't possible, that she was going to be leaving 3 days ahead of me and we were going to be separated.
What about me?
You're staying here 3 days more.
Where's Kim?
When I saw the gun, I realized that, you know, anything could happen right now. You know, this guy's never had a gun on him before, and here he is throwing me around and knocking stuff around.
Hey, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. Speak English, man. I don't understand what you're saying.
You know, that's when I first realized that, you know, my safety's really in jeopardy here. I have nobody now.
That's me. I know.
This guy could kill me tomorrow, and nobody knows really where I'm at.
Stop talking.
He finally calmed down a bit, you know, after screaming for a while. He told me that they took Kim to the airport. She went inside. She was supposed to check in, and pay her airport tax and then come back out, where they were going to take her back to the hotel and they were going to suit her up with the drugs and then take her back to the airport. But they said that she went into the airport and they never saw her come back out. They didn't know where she was.
It's your problem, all right? It's not my problem.
And he turned around and told me that.
Now is your problem. You understand? It's your problem now. You have to go back to Miami with the drugs.
I handed him my boarding pass, you know, it was no big deal. That's all he wanted.
Thank you.
As he pointed up to the plane,
The plane's over there.
I felt him touch me with his other hand. My heart just sank. I felt so devastated and lonely and fearful. I mean, I just didn't know what to expect or what to do from that moment on. Time pretty much just stopped for me right then and there.
Sir.
And I turned slowly to look at the guy.
Sir, tell me, what is it?
I'll just never forget that moment for the rest of my life.
Sir.
It was like disappointing your own father.
What is this?
I mean, it was such a terrible feeling. I mean, it was really hard.
What is this? What is this?
What?
That one little tiny touch just got me caught and changed the rest of my life.
Johnny!
No, wait, come on, man. No. Look, no.
Mira. Oh, what is it?
I don't know.
Danny was listening. He was paying a lot of attention to what I was saying. He was an experienced dealer. You know, he's done this several times before. Right away, Danny turns around and tells me,
You were set up.
Huh?
You were definitely set up. It's a classic. Think about it. Man, when I was dealing back in New York, I had girls just like that. I used to pay them to have guys fall in love with them. Offer them to come take a trip over here so they could take some drugs back. And since they're in love, they'll do it quick. You know what I'm saying?
At first, I was like, no way.
I swear, you didn't know this
You
girl.
love, you think
That's what you think. That's what you think, bro. That's what you think.
she didn't love you,
There's
dog.
no
She
love
got
there, man.
paid for that.
It's all about money.
She got paid. She got paid to make you love her.